Alright, so in phase 2 we're going to do a chemical peel, but it's going to be a stronger chemical peel than last time's peel. Last time's peel was a lactic peel, but this one is going to be a glycolic. Glycolic is going to sting a little bit more, and because she has a little bit more oilier T-zones, a glycolic has a smaller molecule, which is good for going through bigger sweat glands and trying to soften up more hyperpigmentation or dry, dull skin to wrinkled or fine line skin, where she has no fine lines or wrinkles whatsoever, or crow's feet or nothing. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to do a new procedure. All we're going to do is use a straight razor. And it's like dermaplaning, but we're going to actually use a gel. It's gel that I specifically made, and we're going to see how our client likes it, or if she doesn't like it, or if you guys don't like it, leave your comments. But we're going to add this cream or our gel around the forehead, down to the side of the face. And this is going to help us glide on the outside. And as you can see, I only used a little bit. A little bit goes a long way. Don't get none in the hair. Be careful. You know how it is. Okay, so we did enough of that. Let's put on our gloves and let's get to work. Alright, so you just get your straight razor, and Kristen, I'm just going to ask you to turn your head to the right. Perfect. Pull back with your thumb, the skin. How we doing, Christy? A little bit more to the right. Perfect, perfect. Wipe your blade. And as you can see, like right in here, the hairs are coming off little by little, and she doesn't even show that she has hairs, but that's how thin this blade is. It really does get in there and try to slough off some of the dead skin, some of the dead hairs inside the skin. Okay, so now we're going to do microdermabrasion. Microdermabrasion is little small diamond tips going across the skin and exfoliating, super exfoliating. Man, it's very powerful. So I'm going to turn up the suction to level 2. Level 3 is super powerful, but let's turn it down to 2. And because her forehead is smooth and it's clear, I only want to do 1 to 2 passes and keep it moving. Turn your client's head to the left. Thumb is your contact hold. You're just holding the skin. You don't have to keep pulling it back. You can just hold it right where it is And as you can see on the side of the face, a little bit more, the skin is actually trying to come up even more and more. And I apologize for the shadows. The light that I have casts as a shadow over my work. Be careful to cord in your client's head. I was neglecting her hair. What was I thinking? And now you see how like this is turning like white because the dead skin is trying to come up? We're not going to mess with it too much because some of this whiteness is the dead skin coming up, but then some of it is actually really good skin. You don't want to scar or scratch too much because you don't want the skin to turn bright red, where if you're going to put a chemical peel on it, it's going to sting like I don't know what. So we're going to leave it alone for now. But see how her ears, if at a smaller tip, you would dig all into the ear, but we're going to go from the outsides or the inside to the outside. And see, I don't have a small enough head, but you can still microdermabrasion the ears, make them nice and smooth. Alright, and then we turn to neutral. We're going to get the nose area really quickly because our nose is already perfect. Alright, and we're going to ask to turn to the right side. Perfect. 10 more minutes, Sophia. Almost done. This time we're going to add the chemical peel. The chemical peel is the glycolic. Glycolic, this is 35%. There's a 45% I'm going to use the next time, but then that's it. That's the only strength that I'm going to give her. So this 45 or 35% glycolic is going to go deep down to the pores after we have just did dermaplaning, or wet dermaplaning, which doesn't irritate the skin when you're doing it dry. So that shouldn't hurt our skin too much. Now we also did microdermabrasion. As you can see, some of the still white flakes from the dead skin are still on our skin. That allowed the skin to open up and cause microchannels. So now this chemical peel can go in between those microchannels and really loosen up stuff and get rid of the dead nonsense, or focus on our hyperpigmentation. So let's get started. So the peel's already in the cup, as you can see. It's a clear liquid peel. Use your little fan brush. At least your fan bristles should be synthetic so they don't get eaten up by the peel. If you use a regular cosmetic brush, you're not going to have a brush at the end of the peel, because trust me, it will eat up the bristles. That's how strong these peels are. So also, holding my chemical peel, our client has the fan, so she can show the fan that the fan is right there. She has it at her ready, at her disposal, because it's going to get hot. My bowl of water with ice in it, well, the ice cubes, most of them have melted, but it's just a bucket or bowl of cold water. Have this at the ready, because you're gonna have to take this peel off in a few seconds. Alright, so let's get started. Enough talking. Now, if you are somebody who's very sensitive around the nose and the mouth and the corner of the mouth area, you would use petroleum jelly here, around the corners of the nose, and around the eyelids, so you don't get any peel on your eyelids, corner of the mouth, or your nose, because your nose and mouth have about over 52,000 receptors. Hence, because of the nose and the mouth, we have to use those receptors because they taste and smell. Your smell is your olfactory sense or senses. So that's why there's so many nerve endings, and that's why you want to put that petroleum jelly there, because it will sting and burn for a hot minute. And the reason why I didn't microdermabrasion this ear on the left side, because I was looking at it and I was like, well, okay, she keeps her ears nice and clean, they're great. But we'll do a video about cleaning out ears and why it's so important to clean out your ears, and why it helps your face and all the other skin on your face. eye area, just go slow, nice and easy. Get as close as you can, because some people have bags underneath their eyes and they want to get rid of those fine lines and wrinkles. She has zero. She doesn't even have puppy eyes or anything. So you're still going slow. That's right. Great job. Great job. Good work. Alright, and so for the upper lip, you're just asking the client to fold in their lips. Like mum's the word, like mmm. And you go slow over the lip, because you do not want peel in the nostril area. It's crazy, because your nostrils have what? Hairs. And they're very fine hairs. The fine hairs that actually keep a lot of debris and nonsense out of your nose so you can breathe in. It's like a filter. So it takes out toxins and also the nonsense that we breathe in the air, free radicals. But if you get it deep down in there, oof. Total anarchy. It's crazy. Real crazy. Now you can do the eyebrows, but some people's brows are trying to grow them back in. Some of this peel is strong, so it could fry the hair follicles. So you be careful doing over the eyebrows. So we will check with our client to see how she's doing, because I added this peel about over a minute ago, maybe a minute and a half, close to 2 minutes now, because I've been talking, running my mouth. About 3 minutes now. I've been correction, 3 minutes. So see how bright red she's turning though. And that's why the peel is going deep down into the skin and burrowing into these small channels that you have created or caused damage to the skin, that's allowing this peel to go down here and fight little small infections and take out small fine lines, wrinkles, melasma, or any type of comedones, acne, all that type of good stuff that's affecting your face is not supposed to be on there. And it's flushing everything upwards to flush everything out. Like, it's time to go. You can turn the fan on higher if you need to. I mean, if it's... So when we ask our client how does she feel, if you could tell us, how do you feel?
It's about 3-4.
3-4? Okay, good. Anything over a 5, we kind of stop. 6 is pushing it. We don't want to go to 7, 8, and 9. With 9 and 10, you're actually already at a 3rd degree burn. You actually need to flush out the skin real good or go to the hospital, because it's really down to the reticular layer. It's past the papular layer. So you have your different layers of skin that it has to go through before it even gets to your subcutaneous layer. But if it goes to the reticular layer, we got problems. It's really almost to the subcutaneous. Subcutaneous is your fat or the cushion of our skin. That means anything past that is to your muscle, and that's insane pain. I don't think anybody can take that. Well, maybe those crazy So we're gonna add a second pass. We asked our client, how do you feel? Would you like to do a second pass? Are you up to it? Can you accept the challenge? Okay. She's good to go. We're gonna do the second pass. I only do 2 to 3 passes. 3 is pushing it for me, but I can do a 3rd one. But that's all I do. I don't do a 4th pass, 5, 6, 8, like some people do, some dermatologists, and burn people's faces off, how you see on YouTube, and it's really peeling their face off. I don't have time for that, because if it goes wrong, I'm in a whole bunch of trouble. But that's why you fill out your soap notes, your client intake, and that tells them the risks of these chemical peels. So always make sure they're filling out those soap notes or client history intake forms. And she is doing very, very well. She's a trooper. She's hanging in there. This peel is active, very, very active. Glycolic, 35%. But she's taking it like a champ. That's how she rolls. And a little bit of it left. Gotta touch up that nose. A little bit more. Get all that peel. This side of the face. And then back to the forehead. Always ending at the forehead. That's how you know you got it everywhere. Corner of the nose. Corner of these noses, they like to hide bacteria, fungus, and all other types of stuff. Free radicals will linger in this corner of her noses, but she has nothing to worry about. She keeps her face clean, so we're good to go. Hairline. Hairline is where our oil follicles come from because our hair is growing out. Oil seeps downward towards our forehead, cheeks, and other areas. You know, ask her to fold in your lips a little bit. Perfect, just a little bit, because we don't want to do a lot of a fold, because remember you have peel right here. If you go folding all the way in, the peel's gonna be inside your mouth. Yes, you can get a burn in the inside of your mouth. Remember, it's a chemical peel. It's like drinking OC spray, like a pepper spray. You can't really wash that out of your mouth in an instant. It takes a couple passes. So now for the last process, our client has now said that her skin is about a 4-5, which it should be. There's no way that your skin is going to go back right back down to a 2 or 1, just I'm perfectly fine after this very intense chemical peel. So you have to keep reminding your clients that, hey, you are going to, even in the car ride home, sit with that air conditioning on, or if it's winter time, roll that window down, or just don't turn the heat on. And you don't need heat anyway. Your face is already inflamed as it is. No hot showers, lukewarm at best. I would actually just take a tempered shower or a lukewarm shower, something that's cold. Your body's not gonna like it, but if you have to take a hot shower, turn your face away from the steam. The steam can actually inflame it even more. Even though you want to, please don't. At least just for that first 24 hours. So, maintenance or your aftercare. Your aftercare at home, when you get home, get your moisturizer or your sunscreen. The moisturizer that I'm using is just the oil that I have right here. That's on my website. You can find it there. It's pretty much just good oils or organic oils that are allowed to go into your skin and regenerate new skin cells. It has nothing added into it where it's like a paraben or a filler or something that needs shelf life where it's going to sit on department stores. This actually does have a shelf life because it is organic. You have to use it within at least 6 to 8 months for the efficacy of the oil or its actual potency or usability. You want to use it within that time frame. Because oils do break down. If it's organic, anything organic is going to break down. It's live. It's the best you can get. So remember, just sunscreen with moisturizer. You want to keep your skin moist all day, every day for at least 72 hours. The first 72 hours are critical. Your new skin cells, at least the first 12 hours, that's how long it takes for even new skin cells to even regenerate, to start to grow, the first 12 hours. Anything after the first 12 hours is everything that's trying to proliferate or come up through the skin, your mother and daughter cells. And that's within those first 72 hours, they're all just trying to grow up. And then after the 3rd to 5th day, you should stop peeling. Pretty much, and your skin should see, or you should see, a little bit of dead skin some places. If a person already has oily skin, you're not going to see the YouTube peeling off unless they have used a critical peel like a TCA peel. Of course you're going to see that, but with this peel you're not going to see her skin just peeling off. That's an actual bad chemical peel. That's 3rd degree burn. I have no idea how they even tolerated that peel. That's just madness. It's like actually putting real acid on your face, like alien acid, like in the movies, going through floors and stuff. That's how powerful that acid is. So now that she's nice and moisturized, and she's allowed me to add the moisturizer, if your client won't even allow you to touch their skin, you still need cold water. You still need to flush them out. So now that she's nice and hydrated, her skin is looking good and smooth and flawless and all that other good stuff, you just send them home with the moisturizer and your cleanser. That's the only two things that I recommend or sell to people as a product. All this other nonsense that you see in Sephora or Ulta Beauty, not that those stores are good stores. I like them. They're very nice. You know, they have great marketing. They're welcoming. Yes, it's great. But most of that stuff, there's like 1,000 products to choose from, and only probably 10 products are good out of the 1,000. Maybe 10. It's just a big maybe. All right. And so there she is. That's our client. Thank you for watching.